too sure where he is. I was gonna have a little chat with him, but maybe here's the main man.
What's happening?
It's cool, man.
Yeah.
So I remember this bad boy from Texas.
Yes.
TX2K. What brings you here?
So I'm local, right?
Yeah.
So I've been doing FL2K since 2020, right? So this will be year number 5. Progressively, we're getting better as the years go on. I have been out to Texas 2K. I went in 21, 22, and 23. Ever since they moved it to Dallas, I haven't been returned. But in 22, I runnered up. In 23, I won the champ class. FL2K has always been like my kryptonite. I've made it to the semifinals, but I've never made it past. So, and it's always been stupid issues.
Why is it when they moved to Dallas you didn't return?
It's just a little bit farther.
Further away?
I mean, I have no reason not to go. But I make sure I prioritize the local events. I tried going to TRC last weekend, was not successful. I spun the tire both passes. And I said, you know what? Let's put some fresh tires on. Let's go out to FL2K and we'll do well. So it's got some big meats in the back and everything's good, right? I haven't had any data on my new torque converter. When I've run my personal best of a 7.7, it had 26% converter slip, which is a lot. That's 26% I'm giving up. So we put a larger, tighter torque converter in it to try to keep some of that power from losing efficiency, but going to the back tires. So now we've realized this converter is really tight and it doesn't like lower horsepower.
Right.
So far between yesterday and today, I ran an 848 and then an 840, 161 miles an hour, which is great.
But this car's much more capable. Much more capable. But you're not here to show up.
No. Now I will say the next pass I do make today, I will throw a lot more at it for the 8th mile.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm not going to run it out the back to improve my 840 qualifier.
So what actually happened? Because I saw you at TRC.
Yep.
And you looked a little bit down in the dumps. And I was like, what's going on?
So historically, this car has really good traction, right? But I'm also very selective where I race.
Yeah.
So like FL2K, you know the track's gonna be really nice and tight. Texas, the track prep's always on kill.
Yeah.
But TRC was more of a street tire event.
Yeah.
And I brought...
Yeah, that track, I didn't know if it didn't look like it was prepped at all.
Correct. And then the other problem is when you bring a street tire to a track, all it does is rip up the rubber.
Right.
Well, I need the rubber to go down the track.
Yeah.
So if you're just spraying glue on top of concrete, I'm not going to do well at all.
Right.
And that's kind of what happened.
That's what you said, yeah, you kept on moving all over the place. And in fact, we did that, I don't know if you saw, but there was actually like a little crash on there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's what it was. I brought the wrong car to that event, right? But I wanted the testing before this weekend.
I get you. Yeah.
It gave me some data, which kind of led me in a good direction to start yesterday, but this weekend will go well.
Yeah?
I'm pretty happy now.
So what are we hoping to achieve this time?
Better than before. I don't care for a specific time this weekend.
It's all about winning, that's what it's about.
I care to try to win or, try to get a trophy of some sort. That'd be cool. But my biggest thing is just getting the data right now. So the next pass I make today, we're only getting 2 hits. I'm gonna run it, like I said, really hard to the 8th. I'll get some more data. But that's all it is for me right now is my last torque converter. I had probably 350 quarter-mile passes of data. And now I'm starting with a fresh slate.
So what were you telling me yesterday about there's different tiers you can enter?
So the way that street car works at FL2K is you got 4 classes, right? So 64 cars are gonna race on Sunday.
Right.
And it depends on if you're 1 through 16 or 16 through 32. That kind of depends the speed, right? So the top 16, those guys are racing heads up everything they have, right? But if you're in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th groups, you're kind of limited by a speed. So let's just say 1 through 16 is heads up. Number 17 runs, let's just say an 8.0, right? Okay. The way that this event races is they take that speed, they add 1/10 of a second, so 790, and then 17 through 32 cars cannot run faster than a 790. And then it goes back into that way. Right?
What happens if you do that?
You break out, you lose.
You get disqualified.
So if you go faster than that 7.9, you're disqualified.
But then that's difficult because, so say you're in that class, how do you know that you're gonna be running a 7.9? Because obviously, because it's more powerful than that.
You gotta have the data. So that's where I'm at a deficit right now because I don't have the data for faster passes yet.
This might be a stupid question, I don't know, but you just showed me that there's weights in your car.
Oh yeah.
Right? Now,
so for me to race this event, this car has to be 2,950 pounds.
So you just showed me the weights here. Now, here's my question. If you ran your car flat out, what would it make? What's the seconds? What would it make?
Probably 750 right now.
750, yeah? Now, if you added weights to it, that will obviously
slow down
a bit. So is that what the weights are for?
So the weight is based off the rule package here.
Right.
So because I have a 91 millimeter turbo, I have to weigh 3150 is what I have to weigh.
Right.
But because I have independent rear suspension, I get a weight break of 200 pounds.
Right.
So my total weight package, I have to weigh 2,950.
Right.
I didn't read the rules properly.
Okay.
They made an update this year, so technically right now if I wanted to, I could pull 70 pounds out and still be compliant with the rules. Class racing is very specific, right?
Yeah.
We have to run a certain turbo, you have to run a certain tire, certain fuel. If I had methanol, I couldn't race in this class. So there's a lot of different rules.
So it's the weight class as well?
Yes. So every pass I make, I have to go across the scales.
Right.
And they have to weigh me. So if I'll
This sounds like boxing. Like you gotta do tests afterwards and everything. Make sure you're not on steroids.
If you notice here, this is the weight for the car, right?
Okay.
So my car is 0127. I'm in street car, but this is the weight. And every pass I make, every time I get a time slip, I have to put the car on the scales.
Right.
And they have to confirm that I'm heavier than this number.
Right.
If I am lighter than that number, I get disqualified. Now qualifying doesn't really matter because it's a little bit looser, right? So if I don't go faster, then I don't have to weigh because I'm not improving, right? But if we're in eliminations and I beat the guy all good, I come in 1 pound underneath, he wins. Black and white.
Wait, they're strict here, isn't it?
It's very strict. Now, street car, our rules are pretty easy. But if you go and talk to the Hondas that are here, any of the Extreme 28s, those rule books are that big. You have to do everything by the book. Street car, we're a little bit looser. We're easy. But there are certain rule packages that you do have to obey.
I never knew that. That's crazy.
Like one of the other requirements of street car is you have to have updated license and registration. Because these have to be on the street.
On the street, they have to be street legal.
We have to have an alternator that charges the battery. We have to have a water pump that cools the radiator. Those are all rules that we have to have.
How often or rare that someone does get disqualified? Does it happen? Is it
if we get disqualified?
Does someone get caught cheating?
Oh yeah. It doesn't happen that often. I mean, the rules are getting more technical as time goes on. In our class, street car, but in other classes, absolutely.
Is there any like part of it corrupt?
Maybe, but there's no internal, like the tech guy, he doesn't even work for the event. He doesn't work for anybody. He is just the tech guy. He don't care. He will disqualify whoever that doesn't fit the rules, right? And like I said, with more strict things, your Hondas, they will actually take apart your turbo and make measurements of everything. So on a turbo, let me show you mine. On the front side right here, right? The front edge is smaller than the back edge, right? Well, they have to take this turbo cover off and they have to measure the small side and the big side, just to make sure you're not cheating. Because even if it's 1 millimeter bigger, you can get disqualified. So there's just certain things. I mean, whenever you're building a car for racing, you really have to understand what you're doing with it, right? And then you have to build the car around those rules.
And is there like prizes for second and third? Or?
Oh yeah. So in the fastest class, number one will get $10,000. The second and third class, number one gets $5,000. And then the fourth class is $2,500. And the street car class. I can't speak on the other classes. I'm not really familiar.
And how many like events are there like in a year like that you go to?
So I have been dialing it back a little bit. Work's been pretty busy, but I like to try to do 4 big events a year. So like Sick Week, we do a street car takeover. We'll do FL2K, and then hopefully next year I'm looking at doing street car bragging rights. Most of my failures with this car over the years were growing pains, not many people drag race Miatas.
Yeah.
So I have to do a lot of custom things on this, right?
Okay.
So like, I broke an axle one year in Texas.
That's pretty big.
And that's, I mean, it stinks when you go 1,000 miles away from your house to break something silly, right? And of course, I have spares, but it does you no good in eliminations. If you lose, you lose.
Do you work on your own cars?
I do everything myself.
Everything yourself.
Now, tuning-wise, I would say 95% I do myself. I get some help from friends, and I got a friend of mine, Jacob, at Fuel Tech, that helps me out from time to time. As far as fabrication, Mikey Ventura, he's been my fabricator for 15 years now. We have a cool relationship. His welding is phenomenal, but I like to be involved.
Yeah.
So like if he says, hey, go cut the pipe here and finish it so I can weld it, I do that. We work together, right?
Okay.
So like the fit and finish, I would say it's back and forth. I mean, I'd be nowhere without him, right? As far as engine components now, Brian Tooley Racing took me on board as a sponsored driver this year. So all my internals, the crank, the rods, the pistons, the lifters, the camshaft, the rockers, it's all Brian Tooley Racing now.
Okay.
Couldn't be anywhere without them. And the most important piece of my puzzle is CW Pence. They do all my machine work and they actually assemble the engine.
Yeah.
They're based here out of Maitland, Florida. They've been my ride or die for many years now. We started with an LS in this car, a completely stock 5.3, and it went 822 in the quarter at almost 170 miles an hour with stock pistons and stock rods. Like, it was very impressive, but it was stock components, but it was also CW Pence's magical measurements, you know. They were able to get me going on that, but you know, we've evolved now, and I mean, we're much faster, but there's some limitations still.
That was a great chat. Are we able to put the camera in?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
So next pass, my goal, like I said, is I'm gonna make a quick 8th mile hit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let off early, but it should be pretty quick.
That's about 2 o'clock.
I believe so.
All right, I'm gonna come and find you. And I'm gonna hold you to your words.
Of course.
Yeah?
Thank you, sir.
All right, man. Thank you.
It made a really weird sound, or I finally heard what his car sounded like. I left really late, and then I had 10 mile an hour on him at the 8th.
Yeah, and then you let off.
Oh, I was hitting the brakes and all. I had to like ensure no stupidity. I'll be honest.
I know.
You were gonna let off, weren't you?
Oh, I was all over the brakes.
Why?
I went 136 at the 8th, 140 at the quarter, but I beat him by 002, which is really tight. I left really late, and I came up on him.
I know.
I had 10 miles an hour. 126, 130, and then I just stayed next to him, and then I lifted, and said I'm gonna go too far out, and then I saw him coming, I'm like, oh shit. I don't care, I made boost that time.
Right, I'm back with Mr. Turtle himself.
Yep.
Now we've just had a little chat, and it's not good news, guys.
Yep, so since I saw you guys, first round we won. I left a little bit late on the tree. I ran the guy down, made sure to stay in front of him. We won first round, which was great. We come in a second round today. I left a little late on the tree again. The guy drilled me pretty good. And I came around him at the finish line, so I won the race. But when I saw the time slip, I broke out of my index category. So I can only run an 8:01 and slower. I went 7:91, and my opponent went an 8:03. So props to him. He was good on his index. I just went too fast.
And it's all guesswork, right?
It's a lot. I mean, I came with no data on the car before this weekend.
Yeah.
We actually had one sensor fail before that pass. We had to change it real quick. So all the data that I had up until now was incorrect.
Tell me something. When you actually ran the race, do you have an idea in your head like that was a low 8, or did you know straight away like I
had a feeling I went too fast.
Yeah.
I do a lot of homework on the guys that I'm racing.
Yeah.
And the time slips here, there's also an app that you can look at them digitally.
Okay.
So I've seen what he's run before.
Yeah.
And I knew he was pretty spot on, but I mean, it's racing. You win some, you lose some.
It's a bummer, man.
There's always next year.
Yeah. And obviously you got other races. I mean, you got the Christmas tree race.
Yep. I'll be racing with a Christmas tree on the car in a couple months.
But yeah, that is a bummer, man. I wasn't expecting to hear that.
Yeah, it's part of racing though, right?
Because, yeah, man.
The good thing about racing is it's a 50-50 chance, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna win or you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
So,
tell me something. Is there just an event where it's just times don't matter? It's just whoever wins.
Yeah. Well, most of your heads up stuff.
Yeah. Don't you prefer those kind of races?
Yes and no.
Because then, because some of those races, I'm guessing you don't have to go flat out. If you know you're faster than the car, or you can kind of go off hard, and if you see the car's not really doing much, you just ease off.
Yep. But there it comes in turn, right? So if we go to a place that's just straight up heads up, and I draw my buddy that goes 6s, I'm gonna have a tough battle on my hands, right?
I hear you.
So I mean, I'm smart. I pick and choose what I race at.
Yeah.
But in all reality, if I go out on a test and 2 night, I'm just looking for data, do it for myself, and then I come out for events like these.
Oh, that's a shame, man. The turtle didn't come through this time, man. But overall, good event, and the cars, no problem.
Good.
Yeah.
We're ready for the next time.
So it wasn't down to the car; it was down to the man.
Yeah. I fell asleep at the wheel. I don't know. And I can't blame the tuner because I'm also the one that tunes it. So everything falls into my responsibility.
He's out here looking for someone to blame. Who could it be?
I got nobody to blame but myself. But again, it's racing, right?
It is what it is.
You win some, you lose some.
So what's the next race you're at?
Probably the Christmas tree race.
Yeah.
That'll be the next formal event that I race at. And then I will be testing in between this.
Is that the same cash prize?
No, there's no cash prize.
Oh, no cash prize, just for fun.
It's hosted by Cletus McFarland.
Okay.
It's here at Bradenton Motorsports Park. It's a 32 car field, and everyone has to have a 6-foot Christmas tree on their car with lights on, right? Whoever's the fastest wins, but there's some crazy stuff that comes out. Yeah. So I don't go there to win. It's more for it's a good time, right?
Yeah. Good fun.
My goal this year is to run a 7 with a Christmas tree.
We don't have this stuff in the UK. Well, as far as I know.
Yeah.
We don't have that. Someone needs to organise something. Jamie, you need to get on it, man. You're missing the trick here. But yeah, man, that's a shame. But hopefully next year. But we be at 2X?
I won't be at 2X, okay.
You won't be?
No, I'm considering going in 27, but not 26.
What's the reason why?
Time. The other event that I'll probably...
Is it in Dallas or Houston this year?
It's in Dallas.
Oh,
the Houston track got demolished.
Oh.
So it's bulldozed now.
Oh, really?
They turned it into an auto auction, yeah.
What?
So it'll be in Dallas forever now.
Why is that?
Someone sold it. Yeah, someone sold it and someone bought it.
Wasn't that the... I might be completely wrong. Wasn't that the home of it?
Oh, Texas 2K?
Yeah.
That's where it
So is that where
it started off on the streets.
Okay.
And then they hosted it from that specific racetrack. For a long time. And
so is that why it moved over to Dallas, or is that?
So
is
Texas
that,
2K has moved to Dallas. Texas Motorsports Complex.
I just thought they were just taking turns.
No more Houston.
And tell me, do you know why this one's called FL2K? Because
So the same promoters do Texas and Florida.
Yeah.
So TX2K and FL2K.
But it's not the same event?
It's not the same event, but it is promoted by similar people.
Because before I came here, I thought that they just did it in every state then.
No.
Like that.
Just two.
Do you know what I mean? I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've heard a lot of people make that assumption.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But no, I mean, the layouts, the rules, all that stuff is pretty much the same.
Yeah.
It's just over there and over here.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to...
They're a lot more lenient over here, like in terms of just media walking around.
Yes.
Texas, they're like, get over there.
Yeah. I mean, Texas, I mean, they're a lot more strict. A lot more people come out for that event. But, I mean, FL2K has grown to a massive size. I mean, they sold out the track yesterday. They wouldn't accept any more coming in the gate.
You very kindly put my GoPro in your car and you turned it on. I watched it back, got the footage. So very happy with that. Very sad that you didn't make it, but you've been a very lovely guy to talk to, genuine guy. Thank you, man.
I appreciate it.
And hope to see you soon.
Always been a pleasure.
Yeah. All right,
see you again in the future.
Bye-bye.